Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. Fielded in the end zone. It's good. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So the Oregon Ducks offense will go to work first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Off the play fake on first down. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick.
And I know this defense statistically hasn't been one of the best against the pass this year, but they have had some guys banged up. They believe they've got difference makers on the back end that just need to make more plays. That DB right there is one of those guys, and he does it here on the opening drive, getting a huge interception.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Running back searching for a hole. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talk to the defensive coordinator coming into this game. He knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. To the air, it's Ben. Under fire. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got it set up on the outside. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
I think moving forward on 3rd down, this offense is going to have to be a little bit more aggressive and try to throw it vertically. Start throwing the ball around the line of scrimmage against these guys. They've got way too much speed, and you saw it right there.
That ball will make its way out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 15. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They turned it over with an interception on their first drive of the game. We're still looking for our initial points of the game. Looking for room. It's Armour. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18. All right, guys, let's think big picture for Oregon. They've made it to the middle of the season, #1 team in the land, but now is when you have to work on staying there.
Yeah, it's been a really, really good start. Impressed with them, impressed with offense, defense, special teams, complete unit so far. But Jesse, 7 games in, we ain't crowning a national champion.
No doubt about it. And listen, they've looked good for most of the first half of the year. Obviously, that's why they've got that number beside their name now. But when you're the #1 team, all that means is the games get bigger and bigger as you go. So still lots of meat on the bone for this team.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. gun, the ground game.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
The play action fake. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a first down.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Line is set on 3rd down. He might want another play. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Armour. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. And the Ducks have this offense rolling. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Armour. Across the 25. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Ducks want to pick up the tempo. They'll go to the ground. Got enough space. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it, put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. He'll keep it himself. At the 35, he's got room. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Really good looking run there on the option. Aggie quarterbacks giving defenses fits with their legs is something we've seen before, right? Johnny Manziel. He didn't run a lot of option, but he was so slippery, so tough to bring down. This guy right...
Intercepted. Got room on the return. He's at the touchdown, Oregon. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. Oklahoma is down right now, and that's unusual for this program. Those fans in Norman expect excellence. Let's see if they can provide the spark this team needs. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Miami. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Dropping back, it's Ben. It's caught. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
I love the start for this quarterback on third down. Third down, obviously money down, got to have success. But to have success early, now it opens up everything. Like, we trust him. He's got a rhythm going. He's feeling good, and he got a lot of confidence.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
So now it's second and long. On the move. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Bought a little time, lets it go. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
The Ducks are facing third and inches. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. And the Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll pull it on the read. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Got his man on the right. Touchdown, Ducks! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
This offense is looking ridiculous. 3 touchdowns now in the first quarter, doing whatever they want at will. I don't know if you're panicking, Palmer, but, I mean, they got to put something together on the other side of the field, or else this one's going to get ugly fat.
One thing I know, David, is the defensive staff, after having the ball just run down their throat and thrown up over their heads, they need to make some adjustments earlier than they probably anticipated, because right now they have no answers for this offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter.
Breaks into the open. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
Looking down the middle. Finds his man. It's Williams. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse? And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds his tight end. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
He's brought down at the 49. That is well short of the first down.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. And it's incomplete. And I don't know what it is about a missed field goal that can send a bolt of energy through an opposing offense. Now they've got it at about their own 37. Wants to go up top on first down. Looking to buy time. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB's scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And they can't connect. Looking for a crease. It's Armour. At the 45 on his way. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Looking downfield on first down. Unloads it left. He's got it. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple first downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
The Ducks getting set on 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. Gets it out fast. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the footballs running.
Turning it on! He goes out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Gets it inside the 5, and now it'll be 1st and goal from the 4. They'll immediately call timeout. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Into the house. Touchdown, Oregon! The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. The last time they had it, a thing of beauty. Did whatever they want, run, pass, and wound up in the end zone. Sends it back in motion. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Complete in the middle. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the 3rd quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback, you're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking it.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. Got enough for the 1st. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back back-to-back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Makes the catch. It's Armour. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and his offense is threatening with a first down.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
You know, this zone replay is something they rep over and over and over in practice. This guy can run it and execute it in his sleep. Good decision there keeping the football.
Trying to set up the screen. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
And this offense has got it all working, right? It's just been tough. This defense is on its heels, can't figure it out. A bunch of plays in a row now, a bunch of success. This offense is doing what they want to do, how they want to do it. Defense is going to need to do something different to try to mix up this rhythm.
Well, you obviously want to get your receivers the football down here in the red zone, but it's tough to throw it to them because the windows are so small. So I like the idea, handing it off to that guy and seeing if he can do something with his speed.
They want to run this quarterback. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown! On the ready? Come on, set. Motion from the back. To the air on first down. Finds his man. It's Charles. The Ducks in a good spot here with second and short. Trying play action. Here he goes breaking the pocket. He's going to take off. Still on his feet at the 45. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. From the gun, running back gets to give. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And it's caught inside the 30. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. This offense needs all the help they can get today, and that pass interference penalty is a much-appreciated lifeline. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Intercepted for the 11th time.
And he makes a play in the...
Great place to start for this offense. They'll run play action. Throws for the tight end. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Got a man. It's Armour. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. And this one is anything but routine. A 48-yard attempt from the right hash. Knocked it right through, showing that big... So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 30.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Off play action. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Fires to the big fella. At the 20, he's got space. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Ducks are threatening in the red zone. Quarterback on the keeper. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone as he's run out of bounds at the 7. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking for space. It's Armour. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown! Handoff from the shotgun. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
That's exactly the start you want when you're on offense. In this situation, 4-minute offense, I'm not worried about scoring. I'm not worried about getting a bunch of first downs. I need 2. I need 2 first downs, and I'm going to let that clock tick, and I walk out of here with a gun.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he makes the catch inside the 10. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up this scoreboard.
Off play action on first down. Touchdown, Ducks! Quick strike through the air for the score. The Ducks are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. Here we go. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Finds a crease at the 20. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
Throws to the tight end. Complete to the right. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Wants to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
The defense has had some bad stuff happen to them today. The one bright spot for them has been the pass rush. They've shown the ability to get after the opposing quarterback.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Oh, looked upfield too soon and dropped the football, and it'll be 3rd down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Thanks to grab. Got room at the 35. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
One of the things I love about this wide receiver, it's not all bombs and posts and go routes. 3rd and long, you just kind of run him not too far down the field. He makes the catch, and he's so dangerous, making moves, using his speed and elusiveness. He finds a way to get that 1st down and keep the offense on the field.
Yeah, another good run. I feel like we could put that on loop, Jesse. Just another good run, another good run, another good run. Over 150 yards on the day. He's been the complete package, showing off all his skills today.
Got his man down the middle. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. The Ducks had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. He's got it in the end zone for another touchdown. All wideouts, no backs. Jackrabbit. Looking to throw on 1st down. Takes a hit as he fires. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here comes the heat. Snags it on the right. They're able to make the stop, but a little extra icing on this winning cake in this one. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.